Have you ever been inspired by watching someone do something amazing? You see someone like the comedian Eddie Izzard is currently running 31 marathons and doing 31 stand-up gigs in 31 days in order to raise money for charity. That's amazing, isn't it? You see something like that, someone do something extraordinary, and maybe you think, oh, I could do something. I could do a sponsored marathon or a half marathon or a sponsored walk round the block. Captain Sir Tom Moore passed away this week, and last year he raised over £30 million for the NHS charity at the age of 99 by walking round his garden. And in the wake of his efforts, thousands of other people also took up the challenge to raise money for charities who are supporting those most in need during these difficult days. He inspired them. Sometimes some people do these really inspiring things. It's like when your friend dives from the 10-metre board at the swimming pool and you see her do it and you think that maybe it's not so hard after all. Maybe as she has done it, you could do something similar. But obviously 10 metres is insane, so you climb to the 5-metre board. You might not have quite reached the heights that she did, but she has inspired you to do more than you thought you could. And this, I think, is what the spiritual gift of faith is like. 1 Corinthians 12 lists faith as one of the gifts of the Spirit. But all of us who follow Jesus have faith, don't we? We all trust in God. We all have it. And to some individuals, though, there is a further gift of extraordinary faith. And it's given not so that those people with extraordinary faith, it's not for them to have a better relationship with God than the rest of us. It's not for them to have a bigger crown in eternity than the rest of us. That's not how it works. The gift of extraordinary faith given to a few is designed to inspire all of us to greater trust in God. And there's a whole chapter in the Bible dedicated just to people like this. It's Hebrews 11, and it reminds us of Noah faithfully building an ark for most of his life, far from any water. It reminds us of Abraham moving into the unknown, journeying into the unknown in his old age. It reminds us of Rahab putting her trust in the spies of a foreign god, of Joshua marching round Jericho as a battle plan. It tells us of Abel and Enoch and Sarah, of Isaac and Jacob and Moses. It tells us of extraordinary women and men who do extraordinary things because of their great faith in God. Although that's how it seems. They are ordinary men and women, inspired to do extraordinary things because of their faith in God. And when Hebrews is done listing these people, when it's talked to us about these great heroes of the faith, it reminds us. It says, because we are surrounded by a cloud of such great witnesses, it encourages us, therefore, to run with perseverance the race marked out for us, with our eyes fixed on Jesus. The gift of great faith given to the few is there to inspire all of God's people to run the race ahead with faith. For if they can do extraordinary things because of their faith in God, by the power of the Holy Spirit, I too can do great things. This weekend I want you to do something. I want you to read a story of great faith. It might be the story of one of those people in the Bible. It might be the story of one of those people mentioned in Hebrews 11. It might be something more recent. You might read about Elizabeth Elliot, who went back to the tribe which killed her husband in order to share the love of Christ with them. You might read about Brother Andrew, who risked his life to share the good news in places that persecuted Christians. Mother Teresa, whose faith led her to a life of self-sacrifice for those in need. Martin Luther King, whose faith drove him to lead the civil rights movement in the US. There are many, many others. Again, this weekend, I'd encourage you, read a story of extraordinary faith. and let it inspire you to run your own race, to trust in God with your eyes fixed on Jesus.